You wanted to talk about WandaVision with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So my big boy coming over here. Hey Kevin. Why don't you start off? Why don't you start off with WandaVision? Let's talk about episode 4. Episode 4 aired today. So this is your spoiler warning. We are going to dive in to oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, WandaVision, man, go. We got a lot of big reveals. Well, I'm still like on
I
the
like
I'm on this
is that the girl was like her name was like Monica
Monica Rambeau from Captain America. I mean Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Like, wait, is that like that was Captain Marvel's friend's daughter?
Right. I thought she was the
It starts off like with that
Child.
sword.
Like I tell you, I'm not good with all of that. I don't read the comics. I don't know anything about that stuff. I'm purely watching based on. They say, "Hey, Kev."
Oh, hello.
And so come on, you want to sit down? I mean, you're
gonna kneel.
Okay. So we can be in the frame together. Okay, so this episode, like I said, I thought it was going to be a lot of reveals. It was a lot of reveals. What they ended up doing was filling in the gaps of 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, there was the agent named the agent that named Franklin. He had like the beehive all around him. He went down
from the other side, right?
Yeah,
from reality.
And then you get a glimpse of Wanda.
I'm sorry, Rika. I'm sorry. It's basically filling in the gaps. Is telling why we are kind of watching this the way we're watching it. It was almost like a show inside of a show. Like we were watching them watch a show.
Yeah, we were watching them watch a sitcom.
It's different. I love it. I just think that it's so creative the way they decided to do it. I mean, it was ballsy for real. Like, cause I don't know if people wasn't really feeling it at first because they was just like, what are they doing? What is this sitcom? Why is it in black and white? Da 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 da. Everybody was talking about why is it like this, but then
that's how it's gonna.
Yeah, so episode 4. Up. So where I think we're going with this is the mutants. We are getting ready to go into the mutants because they bought Fox. Is it Sony or Fox? Fox. They bought Fox and bought all of the. So I think they said phase 4 is going into the cosmic realm. So we're gonna have because Scarlet Witch and her brother, they were mutants. And so they can't say that because they weren't they didn't have the rights to say mutants because that was Fox rights. And so they were mutants though. And so her having them babies real fast in episode 3 and all of that just really, to me, it felt like we were going into mutant territory. So it is, I like this episode because it was centered around Tiana Parrish, and she plays Monica Rambeau.
It had like a lot of side characters from previous Marvel movies, like FBI Agent Wu from Ant-Man.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. All them people. And Sword. And y'all, I told y'all, I felt like Wanda was the villain of this show. And it looks like she might be, Wanda. But I have a feeling that they said it's a bigger person at play. And I love the way Marvel teases that. Like they can play around. And like, when did we see Thanos? When did we see him? We saw him. We heard about him since when? Since Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
we did not see him for like movies and movies and movies. So I like the way that they kind of hide and build up their villains so that they can be way much more impactful when they really hit.
Yeah, it took a very long time. All we got was end credit sequences of him.
Right. It was this end credits. So like we always knew it was something looming. But I mean, I'm telling you, when Thanos made his grand entrance, he did that. So I was just like, yeah. So I'm so excited to have Marvel and the MCU back on TV because you know we're missing it with the movies. Please don't keep on pushing these movies. Let them out. Release them. If they go to the movies, they go to the movie. If they don't, they don't. Shoot. I don't want them to be why is he so silly? This boy is crazy. I know DeAndre he's a big comic head. So ask him, are they going towards the House of M? And I think that has something to do with the mutants and stuff like that. So I'm excited. Kevin's excited. Are you excited, Kevin?
Yes.
What else you want to say about it? What else you want? And it seems like every time something in reality happens, it seems like she kind of loses her shit. Something happens and she'll be like, in this episode, she ended up seeing Vision, the dead Vision.
Yeah, she saw her like,
and so
his dead face, like.
Every time something like that happens, like even in episode 2, when she met the lady with the white hair, and the man that was calling, they showed the man on this episode that was saying, Wanda, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that was actually Wu.
Yeah, so it was Agent Wu. And so they show, like I said, they just kind of filled in the gaps and stuff like that.
Like, maybe some people could have picked up on that if they watch Ant-Man. They could have like replayed his voice. Like, wait, that sounds like Wu.
Shout out to Kevin Diller. Just said some of our liquors. Dante, you crazy. Got it. Thank you. That was sweet. Of y'all. Thank you. Wait a minute. Hold on. What did she do to her? The last episode threw me off. Rika, you talking about P-Valley, or are you talking about WandaVision? I think. What did she do to her? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, they showed that at the end. That's why I said I think that she was like, she's really playing the villain.
Like she was like
she actually on. You know how she can form those red
energy?
Yeah.
Red energy.
Hold on, let me share my screen. Like she did this. Reek. Let me show you. She actually showed her, this is what she did to Monica Rambeau. So she kind of just like did this force field thing, and then just shot her through all of the houses, all of everything, all the way out into,
and then
that force field. It's a force field that's around, an energy field, a force field that's around this town.
And then she just rebuilds it like nothing happened.
Right. And she just
and then Vision comes in. Then soon as she turns around to see him, he looks dead.
Right, like dead, like how he was dead in, was it Infinity War, or was that Endgame?
It was Infinity War. He was like,
let me see. Oh yeah, the black girl. Yeah.
She blew her cover,
and and they actually showed her in like how she really was, like, you know, They actually went back to the snap. They call it the blip. And they were showing people getting dusted and how it was so much chaos. They were in the hospital, and I mean, I'm telling you, this episode, it was a lot going on for sure. It was a lot going on. So they showed the blip. They also showed they said something about Monica Rambeau, Maria Rambeau passed away. So they gave us a whole lot of different nuggets.
She said like she passed away 3 or 2 years ago.
Right. And so so I'm thinking all this stuff is gonna
everyone's like confused. Like
it's going to it's gonna come together. It's gonna come together. So that's what I like about it. And I just like I've always liked shows that keep me guessing. Like I just love shows that are just kind of unconventional and do different things. Like, like I say, I told you, Lovecraft Country. I love that. Watchmen. I love that. That was good. Like those type of crazy. That's in my bag.
Man, Wanda should have done that.
Go ahead, Kevin, talk. I'm about to read these comments.
Wanda should not have thrown Monica out like that.
Yeah, like
after all, she helped her deliver her 2 babies, 2 of them, and then she just throws her out like nothing.
Yeah, what's up with the neighbors? Now, the neighbors, that Sword, the people that's almost like Shield, but Sword is like the people for the cosmic realm.
It's basically like Shield.
They actually showed each townsperson that was in there, so they had everybody on the thing, and they was trying to figure out who this person was, who that person was. Now there were two people that didn't have identification. That's Agatha, who always talking about her husband Ralph, and then there's also the lady with the white hair. You remember when Wanda cut her hand in episode, was it 3 or 2?
The one with the white hair. Well, everything's pretty much in those episodes, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, so those two, and there was something that was going on with that, especially with the lady with the white hair, and she cut her hand, like she was holding her hand, because you remember the man was talking on the box and like saying, Wanda, can you hear me? And like, so she's like she's distracted, and then she ends up crushing the glass in her hand, and her hand bleeds red. So whenever you see color, it almost feels like some kind of reality. Then they kept doing the aspect ratios. They kept on changing those up, and so it'll be like, looking at full screen like you're looking at a movie, and then you'll look at a smaller aspect ratio, and it would look like a TV show or something like that.
Yeah, I liked how the characters got really attached to the TV show. They're like, oh,
right. She's like, I'm invested.
We was too.
So yeah, but it was a good episode. Like I said, I feel like it's moving into Moochie, didn't Your Honor didn't come on this weekend, right? I'm all caught up. Yeah, Lovecraft Country was weird for sure. But I think that it wrapped up nicely. I felt like I got all of exactly, Kevin. That's what I was saying. Well, that was our review of WandaVision, episode 4. Most importantly, what did you think about episode 4? Make sure you leave it down in the comments, and you make sure you come back for the next video. Bye.